Hey y'all, I'm Rhonda. I don't know if you can see my dog or not, from the Underwoods. And today I'm going to do something way different than I have ever done on this channel. And I'm really nervous about it. Oh, I can't even talk. I'm also really excited about it. And I'm going to talk about things I want to change in my life. And I'm really bad, I'm not gonna lie, about starting things and not finishing it. And I get like really excited about starting something and go all in, and then I don't know, get close maybe to my goal or halfway through, and then I go on to something different. But people can change. And I'm going to change. I am. And this one change will do a trickle effect and cause everything else in my life to change for the better. And I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but I think I'm going to title it, I'm a Loser. And you'll see why. So, I think that's what I'm going to title it. So, I am on a weight loss journey. I started it December 30th of last year. I know people start their diets the 2nd of January. Usually, the biggest time for weight loss or people starting weight loss is actually in March. But I actually started mine December 30th. And even when I think I'm failing, I pick myself up and I start over again. And I actually haven't failed at all. I am counting calories. I have added my FitnessPal to my phone, and I track my calories. And that's what I'm focusing on. I have tried keto in the past. It has not worked for me. I have tried Weight Watchers, and I think it's a great diet, I really do, but it has not worked for me because there's ways to cheat the system, and I do. I have done it, and I'm not going to cheat on this. I'm not. You know, if like I want to have, let's say, a cupcake, and the cupcake is 700 calories or 500 calories or whatever it is, I put that in my FitnessPal. And then I know how many calories I can have left. And that's it. So, have I eaten a cupcake? No, I have not. But if I wanted to, I know I could. I just have to count for it. So, these are things so far, and I'm going to think of others, but these are things right now that I really want to change in my life. And I may start crying, but that's okay. I'm a very emotional person. But the first thing is something that other people just take for granted, but it's something that I struggle to do. I really do. Let's say you're at Walmart or Target and you drop a quarter. And normally if I drop a quarter, honestly, I pretend that I didn't drop it because I'm not going to struggle to pick it up because it makes me out of breath, it makes me feel dizzy, all of that kind of thing. But people will be like, oh, you dropped a quarter. And I'm like, oh, crap, now I've got to go pick up the quarter. I have picked up a quarter now because since December 30th, I have lost 14 pounds. So I'm very happy. And that 14 pounds, you know, it's just a little bit, but it has made a big difference, you know, because I have reached down and picked it up. And I was like, I picked up a quarter. I picked up a quarter. I picked up a quarter. You know, I can unload my dryer. I'm pointing that way because their laundry room's that way. I can unload my dryer without a problem. I can unload and load my dishwasher without a problem. Before, I would reach down to do it, and I would get like all dizzy and out of breath, and you know. But now I can do it, and I actually enjoy doing housework. I really do. Okay, putting my shoes on. I have a trick to that. I buy shoes by Skechers. I love Skechers because they have no laces. Because I don't have to reach down and tie my shoes. Because before, when my shoes would come untied, I would pretend that they didn't and walk around with my shoes untied. I'm in my 40s, walking around like a 2-year-old with my shoes untied. But I did. I'm guilty of that. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to buy shoes that have no laces because they make life more convenient for me to put on my shoes, be able to put on my shoes. I want to buy shoes that are cute and put them on and not struggle and be out of breath to put on those shoes. I mean, you know, the people are like, oh, put on your shoes. I like to have shoes that have no laces that I can just slip on. And they're not my favorite shoes. They're not the kind that if I was thin that I would pick out. No, they're just the kind that's better for me because I'm my size, you know. But I am working on it. Okay, another thing is I want to just shop at the regular section of the store. I don't want to have X in front of the label in the size. I don't want that. I want just small, medium, large. I don't want to plus size. A lot of stores, I don't know if they just think that looks good that way or what, but plus size for women, a lot of times they put the plus size right by the maternity. I don't want to go and look at clothes. There's the maternity section, right by the maternity section. Plus, you're paying more money. And I'll find a shirt and I'll think, oh, can I get that in my size? No, you can't. You cannot get that in your size. You know, I was trying to find workout clothes in my size, and they do have them. They do make them, but they cost way more money. And honestly, a lot of them are not as cute as the small ones. And it's not, I mean, they're just not. They, you know, so I want to buy cute clothes that is in the normal section of the store. Just the average, you know, Mrs. section of the store, you know, below 14, 12 and below. The next thing is an airplane seat. Okay. My husband has wanted to go on trips. Like I've said, I wanted to go to Las Vegas. My dream trip is to go to Italy. But then I think, can I fit in the airplane seat? Can I do that? You know, I would look it up to see how many inches across I am, how many inches across that is, and if I'm spilling over into the next seat. Because if you spill over into the next seat a little bit, you're going to pay for the next seat. And that person is too. They're going to still sit by you and be uncomfortable. So in that way, I feel like, in a weird way, I've created kind of a prison for my husband and I, because because of me, we are very limited on where we can travel. Like I said, I want to go to Italy, and would love to go to Las Vegas again, you know, those type of places, but you have to get on a plane. And I'm not going to do it because I think, oh, see, again, there's ways around it. There's ways that I can cheat. And I pick a cruise because we can drive, you know, we live in Texas. We could drive to Galveston and go on a boat. And I never have to worry about size restriction. Never do. You know, it's not, I make it where it's not an issue. Where it is an issue because I carry it with me all the time. And it's not fair to him. You know, he should be able to go on trips with his wife to, you know, wherever he wants to go or wherever I want to go. And I shouldn't be looking up how big an airplane seat is and have to worry about it. So Okay, the next thing is to fit in a booth at a restaurant. Now, I'm at a weird size because it's some restaurants I can fit in a booth perfectly fine, and some I cannot. So I don't like to sit in a booth, but my husband, he loves to sit in a booth. So I go, they'll put us in a booth, and I'll look and check and make sure I can fit in there before we sit down. And I have been in a restaurant, which was on the border, I'll never forget, and I said, can we go sit somewhere else? And so we sit at a table when we go on the border. And so I know, like at Olive Garden, I can sit in a booth, but on the border I can't, because it just comes, too close to me, and it's very uncomfortable. So sitting in a booth is a problem for me. It really is. It's a problem. And I want to be able to just sit wherever there's seating available. Okay, the next thing is weigh less than my husband. Let's see, I weighed 49 pounds less than him, more than him, and now I weigh 35 more than him. So I'm getting there. But honestly, what woman wants to weigh more than her husband or her boyfriend? I think you just don't want to weigh more than them. And so that's a big thing for me. I don't care if it's a pound. Well, I do care. I would like way more than that. But when it's a pound, I'm going to really celebrate in a good way. Okay, then the next thing is I want my husband to be able to pick me up. And my husband, he's the type of person, he wants to really, he wants to please me. He wants to make me happy. So I was very careful when I told him this, because I don't want him to try to do it. At my weight now and me outweighing him, I don't want him to try. I want him to just effortlessly pick me up and it not be a struggle for him to do it. That's what I want. I want to be able to just run and jump up in his arms. I want that. Because right now, if I kept saying it, he would just go and try to pick me up and he would hurt himself. And, I don't want that. I mean, who wants that? Then go to the ER and say, what were you doing when you hurt your back, Mr. Underwood? Well, I was lifting my wife up. Threw my back out. Embarrassing. So I want that really bad. Then the next thing is I want to be able to walk around in an amusement park. Now, could I go to amusement park now? Yeah, I could. Would it be fun for me? No, it wouldn't, because I would be, let's go find a place to sit. Let's go find a place to sit. I want to sit down. Let's go sit. And it would just be, I would be very, for other people, very annoying, because I would be wanting to sit the whole time. And then to go along with that, I want to be able to ride in the rides. I don't want to get in a ride and have that bar not be able to fasten down and then just really embarrass myself and have to get back up out of it. I've seen that happen before, years ago, where a lady got in there and the bar couldn't shut down when we were at Six Flags. And she was very embarrassed. But nobody was laughing or anything like that. But, she was humiliated, and she shouldn't have been. And I'm not going to be. I want to be able to know that at my current weight, I can fit in that ride. I can. And the bar will close, or the seatbelt or whatever will fasten or close or whatever. So, okay. The next one, I actually got this idea from The Biggest Loser. I don't know if y'all watch The Biggest Loser, but I do and absolutely love it. And not that I agree with everything that they do on it, but I do love it. They said on there, they had all of them run a mile, and they said that the average person should be able to run, average adult, 1 mile in 12 minutes. I don't even have to try it. I know I can't do it. I know that I cannot do it. Because, walking's a problem for me. Bending is over is a problem for me. So, can I walk a mile in 12 minutes? No. But am I going to try to do it one day? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I am. The next one is just silly, but okay. So there's 2 more things that's on my list, and there's there's a lot more other things that I would like to do, but this one's silly. But I would like to buy something from Victoria's Secret. Now, I buy stuff from Victoria's Secret all the time, don't get me wrong. Like, I buy the body sprays. So what I do, I got a little trick, when I go in the store, is the way they have it set up here at this location, is all of the clothing and bras and stuff like that is like one side of the store, and then the body sprays and stuff like that is the other side of the store. So I just go in the store, and like, here's the clothing and the bras and stuff like that, and I just go right past it, pretend like I don't even see it at all, and get the body spray and get the heck out of there. And I see women, and I've asked them, like, he'll have a cute hoodie, and I'll say, where'd you get that? Victoria's Secret. Like sweatpants or something like that. I'll say, where'd you get that? Victoria's Secret. Well, I cannot wear any item of clothing from Victoria's Secret at all, because I'm plus size, and they don't sell any plus size things, and I want to be able to be at the size where I could, if I wanted to, I could go in and buy that hoodie that some other woman or girl had on that I liked. And I can't at my size now. Okay, and then the last thing that's on my list, and that is not the very last thing, because I have others, and if y'all are interested in this, I'm just going to keep it going anyway. But the last thing that's on my list for right now is be able to sit on the floor. Okay? If you're able to do that, which most people are able to do that, they just get on the floor, they play with their kids, they play with their grandkids, and they get up, and it's not an issue. Or like if they're organizing their bathroom cabinets underneath the sink, they get down there and they get back up. Now, I'm not saying that I can't get on the floor, because I can. But the way that I do it in such a way that I could probably hurt myself badly. Because I do it where I get down on the floor and just plop. And then, which is not good, because I'm just determined to get on the floor. And then once I get down there, I'll be like, how am I going to get back up? So if I'm not close enough to where I'm near a table or a chair or something like that, I literally crawl to a table or a chair or something, some piece of furniture, so I can get myself back up. And I want to be able to sit on the floor and then just get back up. And then if needed, I can get right back on the floor. And it not be a problem. But it is a huge problem for me to get down on the floor and then to have to crawl to get, and then get all out of breath and all dizzy and all of that. And it physically hurt because I sit on the floor. And years ago, I had went on a diet, and like I said, I started things and just went all in and just stopped. I had a trainer, and he told me something that I didn't know was very interesting. He said, you should be able to work with your own body weight. So that's where like push-ups, you know, like sitting on the floor and getting back up, you know, you should be able to work with your own body weight. And so I'm not asking for too much for this list of things, but it's gonna happen. And I already have, you know, my husband thought I was silly, but you know, I saw a video where a girl, does Weight Watchers, and she said that she didn't have any before pictures. And I thought about it. I'm not, well, you know what? I don't either, because I have, my pictures are from here up, you know, here up. I don't have full body shots of me, you know, and I don't want to live like that where I can't prove that I existed, or if I become a missing person, they couldn't find me, because this is what they have to work with. Just this little bit, you know, of the shot to work with, you know. I'm not going to be embarrassed of how I look anymore. I'm not. And so, this is it for right now. If you're interested in videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to do more videos of my weight loss journey. Like I said, I started December 30th, and right now, I've lost 14 pounds, and I'm documenting it. Well, I weigh myself obsessively. You know, comment down below and tell me how often you weigh yourself. Because right now I'm weighing myself, honestly, every time I go to the bathroom. Every time I go to the bathroom, I weigh myself. So I think what I'm going to do with that is get my husband to hide the scale, and for him to pick a day for me and him to weigh me. Because honestly, I was embarrassed. I was going to end the video, but I'm going to keep going for a little bit more. I was embarrassed to tell my husband what I weighed. And, I mean, I just felt humiliated when I did tell him what I weighed. And, you know, he loves me. And he was fine with it, you know. He's whatever, you know. He wants me to be happy. He wants me to be healthy, you know. And so whatever I choose to do, he's going to support me. So it didn't kill me to tell him. And so one day I will tell you guys what I weigh. And because honestly, like my brother said years ago, I can see you. So you can see me. You know, maybe you'll just see this part. Anyway, I'm going to end it for real right now. If you like videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And thank y'all so much for watching. I am Rhonda from the Underwoods. And like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you soon. Bye.